let me tell y'all something. At this point, y'all could call me a Sofia Gigante stan. Like, y'all just gonna have to deal. If Sofia does not get a spinoff, HBO is leaving money on the table. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Like, give Sofia her own show, her own movie, her own everything. I don't even care. Like, this show could have been entirely about Sofia and I would have been fine. Give her a spinoff. So I know by this point, some people must be like, is Adrian actually reviewing this show or not? And I don't want to say that I am, because there's some shows I'm like, okay, I'll review it when I feel like it, because there are other shows like Dune Prophecy where I am saying, okay, I'm going to review every single episode. Of course, because the patrons at patreon.com/AvatarAdrian told me that's what they wanted me to do. And so Dune Prophecy is coming up next. I think is coming out in November 17th. Also, Silo is coming out. I don't know how many of you are into that show as well. But either way, that's where we are. I'm gonna, like, if the finale ends up snatching my wig, I may end up talking about it next week, because I think the 8th episode will be the last one this season. So yeah, I don't know. Sofia has, like, every time I'm like, all right, I might not review the show, Sofia comes up and she just snatches me so good. She snatches me so good. All right, so we start out the episode getting a peek into Oz's life as a kid. And this whole time, listen, this whole time with his mama, I was getting the vibe that she was subconsciously, you know, treating this kid like he was supposed to take all her cares away, solve all her problems. Almost like she sees his father in him or something. I don't know where his daddy at, but like, it was just getting weird, right? And I think I felt this throughout the whole show, like Oz's like relationship with his mama. It just felt to me a little bit too far past a certain line, right? Especially when Oz was talking about it's a date, when he wanted to watch a movie with his mama. And I was just like, okay. Like, okay. Also, in this scene at the end, I think, and we're going to talk about it later, I think she was putting way too much pressure on this kid. So I think, like, that's part of the toxicity and dysfunction that was present, right, in his childhood, right? So Oz's siblings seem to stress his mama out. They annoy him too. You know, either way, let's skip him forward. They get to this dungeon-looking place, I guess, where Oz actually ended up having his little drug dungeon later on in life. His brothers are trying to play, like, I guess they're trying to play hide and seek or some stuff, and his brothers are hiding down where it's obvious that Oz won't be able to go down there and get them, right, because of his foot. I guess that was the final straw for Mr. Oz, because he was just done. He was done. He said, all right, let me close this heavy door, since y'all like to make fun of my disability, and we'll see if you'll be able to get out. Toodles, honey, like, he was out. He got out of there. When I tell you that his siblings were stuck down there, what did the cheetah girl say? I don't want to be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark, cold, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and set me free. Like, they were waiting for Oz to come and set them free. And when I tell you, that did not happen, he walked away. He walked away all chill, like as if nothing happened. Told his mama that his brothers went to go see a movie and sat right down to watch Top Hat or whatever movie he was watching with his mama. Had his little date with his mama. Brought her a drink, whiskey and soda. So maybe she stopped asking about his brothers. Just cozied right up to his mom like nothing ever happened. Meanwhile, his brothers seem to have been transported to Miller's planet from Interstellar with all that water that they were no doubt trying to swim through. By this point, as if they were Dr. Amelia Brand herself. Girl, they talking about, please let us out. I'm so sorry, baby, but nobody can hear you. No, yeah, please let us out. Banging on. Girl, nobody can hear you. So now we're back in present day, right? And Penguin is shaking Victor, talking about something. Where's my mommy? Where's my mommy? Where's my mom? Bro, you are the one who thought it was a good idea to leave a teenager in charge of protecting your mama, Penguin. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Girl, you know where your mama's at. You shaking Victor, asking where she at. You know where she at. Sofia got her. Sofia got her. And let me tell you right now, let me tell you how I was cheering when you came in there, Mr. Penguin, and your whole house was ransacked, your mama was missing. I was cheering. I was like, yeah, Sofia got you, as she should. So Sal comes in. I don't know, like he thinks he's Tiger Woods or something, swinging this golf club. Because, I mean, it was only a matter of time before Sal came for you, Oz. Like, we all knew that. So I don't even know why you was walking around the city after you just burnt up somebody, like, wife and kid. Like, that's crazy. You just walking around. No disguise or nothing. You just walking around. Like, this man really burnt this man's wife and son alive. Like, wow. The fact that Oz wasn't getting hit in the face with this golf club should have told him that they were, or that they had some plans for him. Because, like, if you burn up somebody's wife and kid, if they come with a golf club, they most likely will be aiming for some teeth or some eyes or something, right? Like, if you burnt up somebody, like, wife and son, like, honey, that golf club, you really should expect that golf club to be going to your skull, into your face, into your teeth. But clearly Sofia they got plans, right? So they're not trying to kill him just yet. Sal said, that was just a little taste of what you got coming. We got your mama, and you gonna take us to your little operation, and we about to take that over as well. Now, I was happy that Sal was getting his licks in. Like, I was happy, but I was like, girl, he about to mess this up, right? Because he's very emotional right now, rightfully so. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, this man just burnt up your wife and son. Like, of course he's emotional, but I think certain mistakes could have been avoided, right? That I'll get to. So Francis and Sofia are here talking. Francis is like, girl, why don't you take this raggedy wig you got on? That's what she was saying to Sofia. Why don't you take this Party City wig that you got on, take it off, and just do what you need to do. Just kill me, do what you need to do, girl. Like, I'm not playing with you. And Sofia's like, girl, I need the drugs that Oz stole from me. So if we can come to an agreement, right, maybe other options will present themselves and I won't have to kill you today. Francis says Oz is going to roast Sal. Like, you really think that's what's going to happen? Francis said Oz is going to roast Sal and come straight for Sofia. And Sofia's like, you have a lot of confidence in your son, but how'd you end up here? And that's what I'd be wondering. I'm just like, girl, he really shoved you, Francis, into one of these rundown homes. You know, if you even want to call it that, without no power, with this teenager who's supposed to protect you. It's just like, girl, I really don't get it. I really don't get it, girl. And his mama comes back to Sofia and responds by saying, oh, well, when Oswald puts a bullet in that pretty little skull of yours, I'll be tap dancing on your grave. And let me tell you something. Y'all better not kill Sofia in this finale, because Francis' mama talking about, oh, Penguin just gonna kill you. And you know, oh my gosh, I expected Sal to die, right? Because the show is about the Penguin, and I know it's a high possibility Sofia will die because the name of the show is the Penguin and not Sofia Gigante or whatever. But still, like, y'all really need to give Sofia a spinoff. I'm so serious. And Penguin has taken away so many people's family members' lives and all. Like, at the very least, y'all, in the finale, y'all need to kill his mama, you know, and maybe have Sofia and her man fight against Penguin and his. But in the end, I need Sofia to get away. She's been through enough. She spent 10 years at Arkham. Now she's gonna die in the finale. Please do not kill Sofia off in the finale. Give her a spinoff. Give her a spinoff. I will be tuned in every week to watch her operate like a drug lord in this underworld of men and just slay them with her heels on. Girl, give her a spinoff. Stop playing. So then, still speaking to Francis, Sofia strikes. She says, it's a good thing your other boys died before you could turn them into monsters. What happened to them? Are they even dead? Or is Oz keeping them locked up in some East Side slum too? I was like, woo! Woo! Felt like when Olivia was roasted on Elise and she said, you took your broke ass on a megabus for my help. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Olivia Pope, and I don't have to explain myself to anybody, especially to you. And then Oz's mama has a little dementia Kit Kat moment. She needed a little break. She actually took a little break from reality. Mentally, she is transported back to when she was trying to find Oz's brothers. She was looking for them all night. She was like, the arcade is closed. It's been raining all night. I don't know where they are. And Sofia it seems like she's reacting out of like genuine empathy, like as genuinely as it can, as genuine as it can be when you have, you know, this person locked up, when you have Francis locked up. And so Francis took advantage of that and swung and hit her and was just like, yeah, girl, you get away from me. And see, Sofia, I don't know why you weren't expecting that. Honestly, I thought that Francis was going to smash her hand in that window and snatch the shard, you know, snatch the glass shard and slice you with it. Like, you lucky it was just a slap. Sofia, I mean, that's why I like you, because of your empathy, but we gotta, I don't know, mama, we around these drug lords and stuff. We gotta just kill that part of ourselves sometimes to survive. You know what the tea is. You survived as a Falcon. Like, come on now. So Sofia's man, Julian, came in and said, hey, guess what? You remember Gia? the daughter of the parents that you killed a couple episodes ago? Well, guess what? She's asking to speak to the police. She's at Brookside Children's Home. Like, we got to get into it. Sophia's like, all right, I'll keep her quiet, but you gotta help me with something else. And that's when the doctor starts his examination of Oz's mama. So here, I think it was a stupid idea for Sal to take Penguin directly into the middle of his operation. I mean, like, why would y'all do that? At least make sure that the premises is secure somehow, but even then there could be still traps that y'all don't know about. I just think that there was a better way to go about this, especially if you already had Penguin as a hostage, then walk up in his stuff and get like booby trapped. Like, I don't know why y'all did that, especially without securing everything for real first. But like I said, Sal is feeling very emotional. I just felt like Sal was walking right into a trap. And I think if he wasn't so angry, he might have gone about this in a different way. But I'm not blaming him for his anger. You see what I'm saying? Like, his family got murdered. He tells all of Penguin's people that they will no longer be working for him, but rather the Gigante and Maroni families. He tells them to pack up the products. And of course they're protesting, but I mean, they feel like they can't really do nothing right now because Penguin is a hostage. But at the same time, Penguin signals to one of the henchmen that they need to cut the lights out. And after Penguin tells Sal that his wife went up like a tinder box, gosh. Sal was trying to light Penguin on fire. He was going to, if he wasn't stopped, right? And so the lights cut off, and these two, Sal and Penguin, begin scrapping, like real life scrapping. But then it seems like Sal has like a heart attack or something. Like, what? I don't know. It seems like the exertion was way too much for his body. He just keeled over and died, right? And so Penguin has this very interesting reaction to this, right? Penguin did this long, gloating speech about how he's the boss and I'm in charge and I win and you were supposed to defeat me, big guy. Sal, what happened? Like, even going as far as to shoot Sal's dead body, you know? And I love how this scene solidifies Penguin's tired personality. He's just excessive, over the top for no reason, just dripping in narcissism and ego, right? Because you're literally wasting time, Penguin, bullets, and energy on something that's already dead because your ego won't allow you to just move on to the next issue that needs to be solved. And that, I think, is one of his greatest weaknesses, is that that's how you can control him, with that ego. Because why are you wasting bullets on a dead man? You're not wasting time screaming at a dead, you know what I mean? Move on. So Sofia tries to go and convince Gia that Gia didn't see anything, right? And honestly, it doesn't really go as well as Sofia wanted. Like, she definitely had to be a bit forceful. And also, this kid has been institutionalized by Sophia's family or whatever, in a similar way that Sophia's father institutionalized her, if I'm getting it right, right? So, I mean, Gia's in there cutting herself and stuff. It's just, Sofia saw way too many parallels with what she was doing versus what her father had done to her. So that was crazy for her to come to terms with, right? Also, I believe that she honestly thinks that this child, Gia, had this child, Gia, grown up around the family, that she would have been legitimately worse off, right? So I think Sofia really means it when she says, your mom and your dad, everyone in our family, they were bad people who deserved it. Don't hurt yourself for them. This is a gift. You're going to get out of here and you're going to find a new home. Whatever woman you're going to become, you deserved much more than what this family could have offered. So I think she truly believes that. But at the same time, I think here outside, you know, when Sofia's having this emotional response, she's really coming to terms with what she did and how that's about to affect this kid's life and how she may not be so different from the other gangsters that's running around in her family. So I just loved seeing Sofia, you know, try to tackle those emotions and those facts, right? So Penguin calls Sofia to tell her that Sal is dead, and he says, hey, I can offer you the keys to the kingdom. And he says, as long as you bring my mama back and she's unharmed, we'll be good. And in my head, I was like, Sofia, please don't accept this BS. It's a trap. It's clearly a trap. Like, please do not show up to his place like Sal did, right? Oh my God, Sofia's outfit looks so cute here. Those heels were so good. Like, I want them heels so bad. And anyway, she comes in here while Mr. Dr. Julian is over here doing some like Jedi mind trick stuff on Francis. I'm sure more information about that will be revealed in the finale. Julian asks her, what do you want? What do you want, Sofia? And then she says, I want Oz to feel pain, real pain, the kind that I have felt. I need him to suffer. Me too, sis. Me too. So Penguin gets a call that, okay, a black G-Wagon is now approaching. So we think that's Sofia. Now, my first mind said that this is either explosives or his dead mama. I was like, that car is moving way too slow. Like, it's one or the other. Explosive or a dead Francis in the backseat. And I love how the show tried to make us think that Sofia was really in there in the car, because I was hoping that it was a misdirection, right? And I'm glad that it was, because I was going to be like, girl, you should have never showed up to his hideout, like putting yourself in danger. I'm glad she wasn't there in the first place, right? So the car gets closer and closer, and the person who was driving it runs off quickly. And now we know why the driver scrambled away, because they were like, girl, these charges are on a timer. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Dang, y'all didn't have no cars that could do autopilot? Whoever that Gigante staff member is that literally drove the explosive down there deserves the fattest raise. I'm telling y'all right now. So Penguin is checking the car because Sofia's on the phone like, hey girl, I know you're looking really stupid right now. Here's a gift, and he's a bit emotional because honestly, by now I'm also thinking like, oh my gosh, what if he finds his dead mama in there? Like, wow, that would be the gag, and he would deserve it. And he would deserve it. But he does not find that. Instead, he finds explosives. And Sofia's like, okay, well, I mean, hey, you probably have enough time to get out of there. I think. And in case you do, make sure you come and see us, because we got your mama. Okay? And this was the scene I was talking about earlier with a younger Oz and his mom. Like, why are you going out? I mean, I'm sure it's past 10, 11 p.m. Like, why are you going out with this kid going dance, this adult bar with this kid? He need to be in bed. You got him out late at some adult bar. And she's saying weird things to him, to your own kid. Like, you better promise me that you'll get me everything I deserve, or I ain't gonna make it. I don't know how else I can live like this, Oswald, but you'll make me happy because I deserve a happy life. And it's like, girl, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But this kid is not your dad. He's not your man. Like, you're going to have to find a way to work on yourself to create moments of happiness for yourself, Francis, because this is way too much to be putting on a kid. Like, it is so toxic. But yeah, I think this episode did a really good job at showing that toxicity, showing that dysfunction, right? Between his mother and him, and how that evolved or devolved, I guess, into what we are seeing in present day, right? So now after the big explosion, because like Sofia knocked the whole block off, okay? That thing went up, the explosive went off, and Sofia knocked the whole block off. All the drugs is messed up. I mean, I'm sure the Penguin's personnel is done, nothing. Oz is here waking up in the aftermath and calls a random black boy Victor, because we all look the same. Anyway, no, but he's so dazed by his surroundings and by the explosion, he's caught off guard. He caught off guard by this guy who said, Sofia wants to see you. And I bet that she does. She got your mama. She got your wig. She got your people. She got your whole operation. Like, girl, let me tell y'all something. Do not kill off Sofia in this finale, please. Even if you make us think that she maybe a little bit, she could be dead. I want her to get away as many times as Penguin weaseled his way out of situations, and give her a spinoff. And if y'all dare to kill her, oh my gosh, in the finale, at least, I don't know, just don't do it. And I know it's a Penguin show, so like they really might, but I think she deserves a spinoff for real. She got me watching this stuff. I promise you, I would not be this tuned in if it wasn't for Sofia. I promise you I wouldn't. I would not. So let me know what y'all think of this, what y'all thought of this episode. The finale, I think, is coming next week. If it's fun, if it's good, if it snatches my wig off, I might review it. So stay tuned for that. Love y'all so much, and I'll check y'all later. Peace. All right, y'all, make sure that you're going to www.zeraxia.com. When you join the wait list there on the site, you will be the first to be notified when I drop my sequel. Also, you'll immediately get chapter 1 of my upcoming sequel of the upcoming book sent to your email as a PDF. So check that out. Also, this is a different excerpt from my upcoming book, so you definitely want to pause to read if you're trying to get your life. Keep in mind that this upcoming book, the sequel, is following up the first book that is already released called Zeraxia, Wrath of the God King. I released it a few years ago. It was my introduction to writing, fantasy and stuff. So just go easy on me. But either way, as you can see here, it's given 4.9 stars. It's given 4.9 stars. So yeah, check out Zoraxia Wrath of the God King while you wait for Zoraxia, The Vengeance of Coldwind, right? And go to Zoraxia.com, sign up, join the waitlist, get your free chapter. Thank you so much.